If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here to share with you what I made for Tamika who Scrap the World's 2020 treat gift box and note card swap. It's been a minute since I have been in a swap. I think actually the last one I did was last year. With so many things going on, and then with the COVID and everything, and swapping slowing down and halting, we're back on it now. And this one is one that I love because, of course, I am a treat bag person. I love to put things in treat bags and treat boxes. And I have a lot of things that I used, and I know I always have teased Cheryl, who's Jim's Isle, and Veronica, who's VLB Allen 1, about them having piles of stuff that they show. And so I'm doing it now. They can talk about me back because I'm doing the same thing. But I think it helps sometimes to see the things because I know I've been watching some people and I see things like, oh, now I need that, or oh, that's clever, or so I'm just going to show things really quickly. Use the sorted bling from different places. I went back. Who remembers the Michael's Penny Hall days? Yes, although this one is actually the original one from Teresa Collins, but Michaels did a version of it also, and they were on Penny Hall, where Michaels, for those of you who are newbies, Michael used to clear stuff out and it'd be for a penny, and they were supposed to take them off the floor, and a lot of stores didn't, and then you could go find stuff and get it for a penny. So anyway, I probably got at least two or three more of these somewhere in a box, but I found this one that had a few sheets left in it, so I used it. I used lots of dyes. I used this dye that I got from Allie. And this one also was an Alley dye. It says Happy Mail. This is a Crafter's Companion Fabulous dye from the Glamour collection. Sorry for the glare. I got this cottage cut, and see, this is one of those things where people show stuff, and I ended up buying it. This was something that Joyce, who's creating Life After 60, used a while ago, and I saw it, and several other people saw it and had to have it. So I used that. This I got for free the last time Joann's, this past couple weeks ago, Joann's had you do a purchase and you get an item free and off their table. And so this was on the table. So I was like, oh, I'll take that. Confetti. This is the oldies but goodies. Labels 8. This is my creative time, and this is I rubbed the label off when I was cleaning them, but I think it's the tall stitch layers die. Then I use this My Creative Times trifold die, and I use these. I recently got these on the last HSN Craft Day. These are the new Crafter's Companion purses, and there are 3 different ones, but I used the Broadway bag here, and then I used the shoe from this die. This one is the Buckingham bag. Then I use one tiny little piece out of here. I use that word cheers, and this is the window treat box die set. And then last but not least, I use this Card Making Magic mega set. See all the dies in there? There are 31 pieces. This is the oval box collection. I used a couple of the ovals, and then I also used that swirl right there. So those are all the things that I used. And then I think I'll show you the cards first. So we were to do a 3x3 card, and so this is my card. The cards were supposed to have at least one element on them, and so I used that trifold card from My Creative Time. I cut out the shoe from that purse bag shoe, and then I added a pearl in the gold, a little bit of background pattern paper, and then some rhinestone gems in the four corners. Then this is where I use the word cheers. So it opens like this, and I matted it with the gold cardstock, which I didn't show you, but I used basic basil gold cardstock, and then Recollections 110 pound gray, and then I used some black 110 pound and some black 65 pound and some gray 65 pound. So several different cardstocks. On the back, I have my small stamp, keep this Audrey Petite long, made it just for you. And then you had to have a matching envelope. So I do have, I made envelopes to go with them. So that is the first card. Now, we were only supposed to only had to make one card. However, I had started cutting out card bases, and then I remembered I had that die that I had gotten earlier this year, and I was like, I'd rather use that. So, but since I had already cut out some card bases, I decided to go ahead and make the second card. So this is the second card, and this is where I use the Fabulous, and you could see the confetti that die that I got free. I used the shoe confetti out of there. There's two different shoes. There's like a pump and a platform. And this is where I use the cottage cut frame, and then on the inside it is matted in the gold, and then there's various sequins in there. There's some flat sequins and some seed beads in like a silver and a black. So cute little shaker card. So you guys get a bonus card. So those are the 3x3 cards. Then here is the treat bag, and I love this. I love the black, gray, and yellow. I love the inset that I did, the shoes. This is so cute to me. So that's it in the back side. I did not do the inset because I think that's just a feature of the front that I like to have. I've added some tissue paper, and then I've added shoes. You had to have at least 3 elements. So I have the shoes, then I have the pearls on the shoes. I did the inlay on the rose. I added bling all over the purse sporadically. I've added these kind of like resin flowers. Then I added this tag and a bow. And then there's also under that one, there is the other flower piece. So several different things on here. And again, I just think it's so cute. So I have wanted to show everybody the elements and how it comes. For everybody that is in my group, you'll have the pieces here. Sorry for the glare, for the purse and the overlays. You could choose to use the overlay. Maybe you're not an overlay person. Maybe you just want the bag to be plain gray and you add some sentiments or something to it. You have that option. So I did not glue it down for that reason. But you have the overlay pieces for both sides and the 2 pieces of the bag. Then inside that bag, you'll also have the smaller bag. And this is where all the elements are. You have the ribbon, you have the bling pieces, So be careful when you open this bag, this little bag, because there are teeny little pieces like you see here, the two teeny little blings that um, I used on, I don't even know where I used those, but oh, I used those right there on the heel. See, on the top of the heel, I put a couple little blings there. So that's where those tiny blings go. The shoes are in there. The little pieces to add on to the, to the heels are in here. That's what that would be. There are several of those. I gave you a couple extra in case you drop one. Then I also have the tabs. These go under the purse handle. See how we have, you can probably see it better here. There's a black under the purse handle, so you have those oval tabs. So there are four of those. You also have the tags. Now I gave you a couple tag options so you could choose what you want to do. I did a rose in gray, black, and yellow. But then here is the rose pieces to do the overlay and the inlay. So if you want to do the inlay, you just take these pieces out here and put them in there. So it's die cut, you just need to punch them out and put them in there. Then what's left is the outline, and you cut all this extra off. I just kind of left it on there, but I could have just cut it all off. But I was trying to keep stuff stable and not pop out, so I didn't cut it any further. But you cut around here, and this is what gives you the outline to put over your tag. So again, I gave you 3 tags, so if you don't like that contrast of the black like I have, you could put the overlay over gray, or you could do a tone on tone and put the overlay over the yellow. So several pieces in here. There's also this piece here. There's a couple of those, and that is the insert in the shoes. So just be mindful when you open this bag of all the little things that are in there so that you don't lose anything. Then I did include a sheet so you have a picture of what the front and the back looks like. You have my name and YouTube information, and the name of the swap I wrote on the bottom. So the way that I have packaged this is that I made a folder, and this is where I use the purse and the Happy Mail and all those ovals. So this is a pretty tall folder. It's 10.5 inches tall, and there's a reason for that. It's because the straps are 10 inches, and I didn't want to fold them so you have a crease in them. So I was like, how can I package this so that that doesn't happen? So I made this folder. It has a 1/2 inch gusset. And then when you open it up, there's 2 little shallow pockets at the bottom. And as you see, I have the 2 straps for the purse handles. There's your tissue paper. Then the 2 cards are packaged together with the envelopes, and then there are a couple goodies in there for you. So that's how it will come packaged, and then I put them in clear bags to protect them, but I didn't have any self-sealing bags in the right size. So what I've done is I made just a simple rectangle, and that's where I use those My Creative Time rectangle stitch dies, and I just folded that in half and put that little embellishment on there, simply because it wasn't a self-sealing bag and I needed to have something to enclose it. So anyway, that is in the card, I'm sorry, will be in the back. So that is what I made for the 2020 treat bag and gift box swap. And I am loving what I did. I hope my group mates will love it too. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Tamika, thank you for hosting as always. This is a fun swap. I had a good time. And you all have a great and very, very blessed day. Bye-bye.